Welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss class 11 physics, JEE main, NEET, thermal properties of matter, thermal expansion of liquids part 1. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's topic, thermal expansion of liquids part 1. Go to the first question. A flask contains 100 cubic centimeters of liquid at 10 degrees centigrade. When it is heated to 100 degrees centigrade, increases in volume of liquid appears to be 2 cubic centimeters. Find the coefficient of real expansion of liquid. Here they given the value of coefficient of linear expansion alpha is equals to, they given as 11 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. Now here in this question they given here V1 100 cc and T1 10 degree centigrade. This is a flask contains volume V1 and T1 and T2 110 degree centigrade. Here we are increasing the temperature from 10 to 110 degree centigrade. Then volume of liquid appears they given as 2 cc. So we have to find the coefficient of real expansion of liquid. So the given alpha value 11 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. Let us go to the solution. Now first given V1 is equals to, given V1 is equals to 1000 cc and T1 is equals to 10 degree centigrade and they given V2 minus V1. V2 minus V1 is equals to, they given as 2 cc and next T2 they given as 110 degree centigrade. Now we have to find out the real coefficient of real expansion of liquid. So gamma A is equals to, first we have to calculate apparent expansion of liquid and then real expansion of liquid. So gamma A is equals to V2 minus V1 by V1 of T2 minus T1. This is V1. V1 of T2 minus T1. Now substituting values, gamma A is equals to V2 minus V1 they given as 2 and V1 100 into T2 minus T1 110 T2 and T1 10. So gamma A is equals to 2 by 100 into 110 minus 10 100. So gamma A is equals to, next gamma A is equals to 2 by 100 into 100, we are writing 10 square into 10 square, it becomes 10 to the power of 4. So this implies gamma A is equals to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 degree centigrade. Now gamma G cubical expansion, gamma G is equals to 3 alpha. They given as alpha value 11 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So 3 into 11 33 into 10 to the power of minus 6. This is gamma G and this can be written as gamma G is equals to 0.33 into 10 to the power of minus 4 degree centigrade. So now real expansion, coefficient of real expansion, gamma R is equals to gamma A plus gamma G. Gamma R is equals to gamma A plus gamma G. Now substituting gamma A and gamma G here. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 plus 0.33 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So it becomes finally gamma R is equals to 2 plus 0.33, 2.33 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. Therefore, final answer gamma R is equals to 2.33 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. This is the final answer. Okay. Next, we'll go to the next question. In this question, the volume of mercury in the bulb of a thermometer is 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. The area of cross section of the capillary tube is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter square. If the temperature is increased by 100 degrees centigrade, the increase in the length of the mercury column is. Here we have to calculate what is the increase in the length of the mercury column. They given in the volume and area and temperature, change in temperature they given. So we have to calculate increase in length. Now let us go to the solution. Here given V is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 meters cube. V nothing but volume. A area is equals to they given as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter square, and delta T they given as 100 degree centigrade. Now gamma R they given as 18 into 10 to the power of minus 5 degree centigrade. We have to calculate a change in length, that is delta L. So gamma R is equals to change in volume by original volume into delta T. So from this we are writing delta V is equals to gamma R V into delta T. So gamma delta V can be written as A into delta L. So here change in volume can be written as area into change in length. So that is gamma R into V into delta T. So delta L is equals to formula gamma R V delta T by area A. Now substituting the values, delta L is equals to gamma R nothing but the given 18 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into V 10 to the power of minus 6 into delta T 100 by area they given as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Here 2 ones 2 9s are 18. So that is equals to delta L is equals to, or increase in length is that is equals to 9 into here 10 to the power of minus 5, 10 to the power of minus 6, 10 to the power of minus 11. Here 100 can be written as 10 square. So 10 to the power of 9 into here 10 to the power of minus 11 into 10 square into here 10 to the power of minus 7 will go in the numerator plus 7. So 7 plus 2 9. Delta L is equals to 9 into here 10 to the power of minus 11, here 10 to the power of 9. So it becomes 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. In terms of centimeters, 9 centimeters. Okay. Therefore, final answer increase in length is equals to, in terms of meters 9 into 10 to the power of minus 2, in terms of centimeters 9 centimeters. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A solid floats in a liquid at 20 degrees centigrade with 75% of it immersed. When the liquid is heated to 100 degrees centigrade, the same liquid floats with 80% of it immersed to the liquid. Assume the volume of solid to be constant. Here they given volume of solid to be constant. Here they given T1 as 20 degrees centigrade and T2 as here 20 degree centigrade with 75% of liquid is immersed, and T2 they given as 80% of immersed in liquid. Now let us go to the solution. Here T1 is equals to 2 degree centigrade and T2 is equals to 100 degree centigrade and V1 is equals to T1 is equals to, here they given 20 degree centigrade and T2 100, V1 is equals to, they given as 75% of immersed, that is 75 by 100 into V, and T2 is equals to 100 and V1 is equals to 75 by 100 and V2 is equals to 80 by 100 into V. Here 80% of it is immersed. Now gamma R is equals to V2 minus V1 by V1 of T2 minus T1. So that is equals to, here V1 nothing but 75 by 100, V2 nothing but 80 by 100. So substituting V2 and V1 values, 80 by 100 V minus 75 by 100 into V by 75 by 100 V of T2 minus T1, 100 minus 20. Next, gamma R is equals to, now we are taking LCM. Gamma R is equals to 80 minus 75, 5V by 100 by 75V by 100 into 100 minus 20, 100 minus 20, 80. So gamma R is equals to, here 100 get cancels, 5 ones are 5 15s are, so 1 by 15 into 80, that is equals to, here V also gets cancels. Now 1 by 15 8 120, so 1200, 1 by 15 into 80, 1 by 1200, it becomes 0.0833 into 10 to the power of minus 2, or we can written as gamma R is equals to 8.33 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A weight thermometer contains 51 grams of mercury at 20 degrees centigrade and 50 grams of mercury at 100 degrees centigrade. The coefficient of upward expansion of mercury in glass vessel is. Now let us go to the solution. Here they given as M1 is equals to 51 grams and T1 is equals to 20 degrees centigrade, M2 is equals to 50 grams and T2 is equals to 100 degree centigrade. We have to calculate the apparent expansion of mercury. Gamma A is equals to M1 minus M2 by M1 minus M2 by M2 of T2 minus T1. So that is equals to, here substituting the values, 51 minus 50 by T into 100 minus 20, T2 minus T1. So gamma A is equals to 51 minus 51, 1 by 50 into 100 minus 20, 80. So it becomes 1 by 8 5 is 40. 1 by 4000, that is equal to 1 by 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3, or final answer. This can be written as gamma A is equals to either 1 by 4 or 0.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3, or final answer gamma A is equals to, we can written as 25 into 10 to the power of minus 5 degree centigrade. Okay, this is a final answer. Next, we will go to the next question. A glass flask of volume 200 centimeter cube is completely filled with mercury at 20 degrees centigrade. The amount of mercury that overflow when the flask is heated to 80 degrees centigrade. Here the given coefficient of volume expansion of glass is 27 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, and the coefficient of volume expansion of mercury is 18 into 10 to the power of minus 5 degree per degree centigrade. Okay, now let us go to the solution. Here given V is equals to volume, they given as a flask of volume 200 centimeter cube. So V is equals to 200 centimeter cube, and T1 they given as 20 degree centigrade, T2 they given as 80 degree centigrade. Gamma G is equals to, they given as 27 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, and gamma R is equals to, here 18 into 10 to the power of minus 5 can be written as 0.18 into 10 to the power of minus 3 per degree centigrade. So gamma A is equals to gamma R minus gamma G. So that is equals to gamma R, they given as 18 into 10 to the power of minus 5 minus 2.7 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Gamma G, we are writing 27 10 to the power of minus 6, or 2.7 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Here 10 to the power of minus 5, 10 to the power of minus 5 taking common. So 18 minus 2.7, it becomes 15.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5 per degree centigrade. So here now we are writing the formula for gamma A, apparent expansion. Next, gamma A is equals to, gamma A is equals to volume of liquid overflow, volume of liquid overflown, volume of liquid overflown by volume of remaining liquid, volume of remaining liquid into temperature difference, or we can change in temperature, or temperature difference. Okay, now substituting the values, gamma A is equals to x by V minus x of delta T. So x is equals to, now taking cross multiplication, x is equals to V minus x of gamma A into delta T. So x is equals to V gamma A delta T minus x gamma A into delta T. Now we are writing this here, x minus becomes plus. So x plus x gamma a delta t is equals to v gamma a into delta t. So this becomes, here taking x as a common, x of 1 plus gamma a delta t is equals to v gamma a into delta t. Next we are writing x is equals to v gamma a delta t by 1 plus gamma a into delta t. Now substituting the values, v nothing but 200 into 15.3 15.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5, delta t they given as 80 minus 20, 80 minus 20 by 1 plus gamma a 15.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5, delta t 80 minus 20. So that is equals to 200 into 115.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5, 80 minus 20, 60. So here 1 plus 15.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 60. So that is equals to, here after doing multiplication we are getting 1,83600 into 10 to the power of minus 5 by 1 plus 918 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So that is equals to, we are getting x is equals to 1.83 by 1.00918. Our final answer, x is equals to 1.813 centimeter cube. Okay, this is the final answer. Next we will go to the next question. If on heating a liquid through 80 degree centigrade, the mass of liquid is 1 by 100th of mass still remaining, the coefficient of apparent expansion of liquid is. Here we have to calculate coefficient of apparent expansion of liquid. Now let us go to the solution. Here gamma A is equals to coefficient of apparent expansion of a liquid is equals to mass of the liquid expelled, mass of liquid expelled by mass of liquid remaining, mass of remaining liquid into temperature difference, into temperature difference. So gamma A is equals to 1 by 100 into mass of liquid remaining, mass of liquid remaining by mass of liquid remaining into by mass of remaining liquid, mass of remaining liquid into IT. This are cancelled. So gamma A is equals to 1 by 100 into 80, 8000. So that is equals to 1 by 8 into 10 to the power of minus 3, or this can be written as 1 by 8 or 0.125 into 10 to the power of minus 3, or gamma A is equals to 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 degree centigrade. This is either 0.125 into 10 to the power of minus 3 or 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Seventh one. The density of liquid 100 degree centigrade is 8.0 gram per centimeter cube, and at 0 degree centigrade is 8.4 gram per centimeter cube. The coefficient of cubical expansion of the liquid is, here we have to calculate coefficient of cubical expansion of the liquid. Let us go to the solution. Here given density of liquid, here we are writing rho 100 at 100 degree centigrade, that is equals to 8 grams per centimeter cube. At 0 degree centigrade, that is equals to, they given us 8.4 gram per centimeter cube. So the coefficient of cubical expansion of the liquid is equals to rho naught minus rho 100 by rho 100 into 100. This is a temperature difference, that is equals to, they given as 8.4 into, here 8.4 minus 8.4 minus 8 by 8 into 100. So that is equals to, here 8 minus gamma R is equals to 8.4 minus 8, 0.4 by 8 into 100. Decimal representation, we are writing gamma R is equals to 0.4, not 0.4, decimal representation we are writing 4 by 10, or it can be written as 8 by 1000. So here 4 ones are 4 twos are. So this can be written as gamma R is equals to 1 by 2 into 1000, 2000, or gamma R is equals to, or 1 by 2 nothing but 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 1000 can be written as 10 cube, and 10 cube in the numerator it comes minus, so 10 to the power of minus 3. So therefore the final answer is gamma R is equals to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. This is the final answer. Okay, next we will go to the next question. Coefficient of real expansion of mercury is 0.18 into 10 to the power of minus 3 per degree centigrade. If the density of mercury at 0 degree centigrade is 13.6 gram per cc, its density at 473 Kelvin will be. Here we have to calculate density at 473 Kelvin. Let us go to the solution. Here we have to convert Kelvin into centigrade. So T degree centigrade is equals to 473 minus 273, that is equals to 200 degree centigrade. Okay, now density at T degree centigrade, rho T is equals to rho naught of 1 minus gamma R into T2 minus T1. Now substituting values, rho naught they given as 13.6 and 1 minus rho, here gamma R they given as 0.18 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and T2 200, T1 0. Okay, that is equals to 13.6 into 1 minus here 200 minus 0 200, so 0.18 into 200 0.36 into 10 to the power of minus 3 10 to the power 10 square, that is 10 to the power of minus 1. So 13.6 into 1 minus, here this can be written as 0.036. So 1 minus 0.036, it becomes 0.964. So 13.6 into 0.964, it becomes 13.11 gram per centimeter cube. So therefore density at 473 Kelvin rho T is equals to 13.11 gram by centimeter cube. This is the final answer. Okay, next we will go to the next question. If coefficient of real expansion of liquid is 1 by 5500 per degree centigrade, the temperature at which its density is 1% less than density at 0 degree centigrade. At what temperature it is less than at 0 degree centigrade, we have to calculate. Let us go to the solution. Here they given gamma R is equals to 1 by 5500 per degree centigrade, and density at T degree centigrade is equals to rho naught minus 1% of rho naught. So that implies this can be written as density rho T is equals to rho naught minus 1 by 100 into rho naught, that is equals to, taking LCM, 100 into rho naught minus rho naught by 100, 100 minus 1 99, 99 rho naught by 100. So density at T degree centigrade is equals to 99 rho naught by 100. So now we are writing rho T is equals to 99 by 100 into rho naught, nothing but rho T of 1 plus gamma R of T2 minus T1. So here rho T gets cancels. Now we are writing here next step, reciprocal, 100 by 99 are taking that side, 100 by 99 is equals to 1 plus gamma R of T2 minus T1. So this can be written as gamma R of T2 minus T1 is equals to 100 by 99 minus 1. So that implies this becomes 100 minus 1 no 99. Here 100 minus 99, nothing but 1 by 99. So T2 minus T1 is equals to 1 by 99. This gamma R here we are writing gamma R. So T2 is equals to 1 by 99 gamma R minus T1 going this side becomes plus T1. So T2 is equals to 1 by 99 into, we are substituting values, gamma nothing but they given as 1 by 5500 plus T1 0. So that implies T2 is equals to 5500 by 99, that is equals to 55.5 degree centigrade. So therefore T2 is equals to 55.5 degree centigrade. Okay, now next we'll go to the next. In this question, gamma A of a liquid is 7 by 8 of gamma R of liquid. Coefficient of linear expansion of vessel is. Here we have to calculate coefficient of linear expansion of vessel. Now let us go to the solution. Given gamma A is equals to, given gamma A is equals to 7 by 8 gamma R. So, real expansion of liquid is equals to apparent expansion of liquid plus cubical expansion of liquid. So, gamma R is equals to gamma A plus gamma G. Gamma R is equals to gamma A nothing but they given as 7 by 8 gamma R plus gamma G. So, gamma G is equals to, this can be written as gamma R minus 7 by 8 gamma R. Here we are taking LCM, here 8 gamma R minus 7 gamma R, that is gamma R by 8. So, gamma G is equals to gamma R by 8. Gamma G can be written as 3 alpha, that is equals to gamma R by 8. So, therefore, that implies coefficient of linear expansion alpha is equals to gamma R by 8 is 24. This is the final answer. Okay. Therefore, coefficient of linear expansion of a vessel alpha is equals to gamma R by 24. This is coefficient of linear expansion of a liquid. Okay. This is the final answer. In this question, the coefficient of real expansion of liquid is 7 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. The coefficient of linear expansion of the vessel is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 per degree centigrade, and we have to calculate coefficient of apparent expansion of liquid. Now let us go to the solution. Here given gamma R is equals to 7 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade, and alpha they given as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Gamma A is equals to, we have to calculate, and given gamma G is equals to 3 alpha, that is equals to 3 into 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So, it becomes 3 into 10 to the power of minus 5. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 5, that is equals to 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade. Now, from gamma R is equals to gamma A plus gamma G, or gamma A is equals to gamma R minus gamma G. So, that is equals to, substituting gamma R and gamma G values, 7 into 10 to the power of minus 4 minus 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So, here 10 to the power of minus 4 is a common, 7 minus 0.3, it becomes 6.7 into 10 to the power of minus 4 per degree centigrade, or we can written as gamma A is equals to 67 into 10 to the power of minus 5 per degree centigrade. Okay, gamma A is equals to 67 into 10 to the power of minus 5 per degree centigrade. Okay, next we will go to the next. In this question, the coefficient of real expansion of liquid is 5 times the coefficient of linear expansion of the material of the container in which the liquid is present. The ratio of the coefficient of apparent expansion and real expansion of the liquid is, here in this question we have to calculate ratio of apparent expansion and real expansion, that is gamma A by gamma R we have to calculate. Now let us go to the solution. Here given gamma R is equals to 5 gamma G, and we have to calculate gamma A by gamma R. Gamma A by gamma R is equals to question mark. So, from gamma r is equals to gamma a plus gamma g. So gamma a plus gamma g nothing but 3 alpha g. So this can be written as gamma a plus 3 of gamma r by 5. So next we are writing gamma r minus 3 gamma r by 5 is equals to gamma a. Here taking LCM, 5 gamma r minus 3 gamma r by 5 is equals to gamma a. 5 gamma r minus 3 gamma r, 2 gamma r by 5 is equals to gamma a. Okay, therefore ratio of gamma a by gamma r is equal to, here we are adding gamma r in the denominator, it becomes 2 by 5. This is the ratio of apparent expansion and real expansion of the liquid, that is 2 by 5. Okay, therefore the answer is gamma a by gamma r is equals to 2 by 5. This is the final answer. Okay, thanks for watching this video.